The title of this podcast is Everybody Likes Progress. It's the change that they don't like. This is certainly true of me. People that know me, especially Keith 1.0, I love structure. I'm a rule follower. I like structure. I have to use the practice to be able to accept change. But I love progress. I like to see growth in myself. And sometimes I like to put in the work that is required to produce that growth, but other times I don't. And one of the things that I have been working on is to not just look forward or welcome progress, but also understand that change is often a component, an ingredient, part of the formula that produces that progress. And the best way to produce progress for me has been working on myself. So life has shown up in so many different ways for me, all of which have required me to work on myself to deal with the change that's in front of me. There have been situations over the last few years in which I've seen my work at Mayo Clinic and at ToBeRe grow and just continue to trend in an upward direction. And that's been good and fine. But what's also been has not been met with the same kind of welcoming attitude has been the requirement that I change to stay on track with that progress. And I have friends who are going through something similar right now too. They want to see, their salaries increase. They want to see their level of fulfillment in the workplace continue to increase. But sometimes that means that there's change that's happening, and adapting to change has been pretty difficult for them, as it was for me. And if I'm not careful, will continue to be something that I need to work on. And so I'm super mindful of that. So as you go through life and the different stages and phases of life, just kind of think about, that you want to embrace the change as much as you do the progress. As I continue to, fortunately, uh, get older, experience more birthdays, I understand that while I am celebrating the wisdom that comes from that, from learning, from being open and learning from experiences and other people, the aging process to the physical form has been something that I've really had to adjust to. And as I've learned to do more of that, it's been a peaceful journey, more so than before. I'm quite gray with the beard right now. I used to color it. I didn't quite accept it. And now, I have chosen not to do that. And just kind of accepting that change is part of this process as I get older. I'm a step, or two slower than I was when I was younger, wanting to accept that. And I'm hopefully able to balance that with doing things um, wiser, more wisely because I'm hopefully smarter. I've learned from other experiences and I am eager to learn from others, whereas before I would question others' credibility in trying to teach or share something with me. But I've also given up the need to be right, which is, part of changing from within so that I can experience more progress. So just kind of remember that, that everyone likes progress. It's the change that they don't like. And this is especially important not only with dealing with yourself, but understanding that about other people. And with those people, bring a compassionate attitude for where they are in their journey at the moment. And hopefully, together, you can bring them to the place where you are or the place where you're headed, to where you not only welcome progress, but you accept that change is a part of life and the human experience.